Hello and welcome to today's WordPress and small business video tip. So today we're not actually using WordPress, but we're using a service called MailChimp. And MailChimp is a great way to create newsletters. You can sign up for a free account. You can add 2,000 email addresses into it and send out 12,000 email newsletters a month for free. And if you go beyond that, or if you want to do more selling of products and things, you'll need to sign up for a paid account, but their plans are quite reasonable. And I just love MailChimp because it has awesome features. Okay, so once you sign up for an account, you log into your account. You need to get started in 3 steps. So I'm going to take you through those today. First step is to create a list. I'm just going to click here, and we're going to create a list. What I love about MailChimp is as you fill out these forms, it gives you information. Like for this list name, what's a good example? Acme Company Newsletter. And a bad example would be this, whatever that is. Okay, so let's call this our newsletter list. And I'm going to need a default from name. So this is just for fun, so I'm just going to put me. Tab over to the next field. I'm going to use my email. And if you saw that magic, it's because I use a program on the Mac called Text Expander. And I can just type a couple of keystrokes and a predefined phrase or paragraph will pop in there. Okay, and default subject now. Okay, this week's newsletter. Okay, remind people how they got in your list. Okay, so what should I put? You signed up. Normally I'd be much more descriptive, telling them, hey, you signed up on my website or however, but we're just creating this for fun. Okay, notification's going to be sent to my email. I don't want one by one emails of everything. I just want a daily summary. I get enough email already. Okay, and the email format, should I let people choose their format, whether HTML or plain text? I'm not going to click that. I'm going to just default send them HTML emails. Okay, there. Now my newsletter list is done. So I can import some contacts, create a sign-up form to put on my website, or email Beamer address, or I can be done for now. Okay, well, I'm just going to add a quick email to this list, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I added my email to the newsletter list, and I also needed to verify my email because I wanted to connect a different email with this account, so I needed to verify it. And now that I'm verified, I'm showing up as a subscriber. If you are still showing up as 0 subscribers, even though you put in your email, as you go through this process, you might get an error and have to verify your domain and your email. So just go ahead and do that if that pops up. Okay, well, I'm done with the list, so let's go back to the dashboard. Okay, step number 2 is supposed to be designing sign-up forms. Now, I'm actually going to use a plugin for WordPress, so I'm not going to design any custom sign-up forms. We'll just skip that. And so we can get right to sending a campaign, our last step in the process. Here we go. Okay, to which list shall we send? Let's send it to the newsletter list. And we're going to set up. We're going to name this campaign, and this is, as MailChimp says, for internal use only, so I can put here whatever I want. And the email subject, the default comes up, but if you want to change this or add something to it, you can do that. All right, you have a from name and a reply to address. Now, here's a very important field. Personalize the to field. So if you want to personalize this, when people get emails, usually it says your name there. This is very important. If you're collecting first names, last names in your sign up form, you can use this, but it's really tacky if you don't collect the first names in your sign up form, and then you get an email to first name. That's really tacky. So if you are not collecting names in your sign up, maybe you're just collecting emails, you will want to uncheck this box. Okay. You can do a lot more here. Track things with Google Analytics, connect Twitter and Facebook, and there's more options if you click there, but we're just going to go to design. Okay, now it's starting to get a little more confusing. We have so many options now. This red drag and drop editor, or these 3 a little bit older templates if you've used MailChimp before. The drag and drop editor is really good, and it's new in version 8 of MailChimp, and I just love it, so I'm going to select this one. And it says it's still in beta, but it's very good, so I'm going to just try it. Okay, select a template to get started. If you've created old templates, they'll be listed here. You can go back and choose a different template if you have created one in the past and want to use that. But I'm just going to come up here to basic templates. And my favorite is the 1-column template. You can preview it if you want. And really, I don't think there's any content, so it's not going to preview. But what I love about MailChimp is MailChimp will create HTML emails that look great in an email client like Outlook or Mail on your computer, and it will also reformat for mobile devices. So this is awesome. I used to try and hand code this myself, but it's so much easier to just let MailChimp do it for me. So I just love this feature. Okay, so I'm going to select the 1-column. And you will immediately get this pre-designed format here. Okay, and you can just go through and click on areas, edit the text on this side, click on another area like this image, do some editing here, change some settings. Okay, and then just keep going. So let me just do a couple of things really quickly. And I'm going to pop over to Finder. I need to drag over an image here. So I'm going to drag my email header, just drop it onto the page there. And then it auto formats, auto sizes everything, makes it all perfect for me. And I'm just going to click on this main body of the text, and I'm just going to come over here and start editing. Okay, and you can see that it's as simple as highlighting, copying, and pasting. I'm going to put some text in here. Come over to text edit. And I like to go to a website called TV Ipsum, because who really knows what that lorem ipsum thing is? So I use TV Ipsum, and this is just dummy content that are theme songs from shows in the 80s and 90s. So if you read it, you'll get a good laugh. Okay, and you can do all kinds of stuff with this. Like if you want to create links in here, you just highlight something, just like in WordPress. Highlight your text, come up here and click the link, and then you can add your website URL. You can insert pictures and bulleted lists, all the normal kind of stuff you can do. And when you're done editing this box, you just click Save and Close. Okay, now if you wanted to do a little bit more, like sometimes I like to drag this box, the left caption, and you just drag it, you drop it wherever you want to put it. So I'm going to drop it right here after the main body, but before the footer items. And on here, I might put a little bio of myself and drag and drop an image here. And yeah, I can just go to town. Now, I would spend a good deal of time designing this, making this look really nice, because once you get a good template, you can use it over and over again. Okay, and you can modify it, you can adjust it. But if you spend time getting this just right, you'll be really happy with the results, and it'll make it really easy to send future newsletters, future email blasts out. Okay, so I could save this, I didn't do anything, but come over here to the next step. If you gave your newsletter people the option to receive plain text emails, this is what they'll get. Just kind of a text version of your email. Just no pictures, but it's got all the text and the content. And if this looks good, just go on to the next step. If you want to delete some things, you can delete them. Okay, now you're just going to confirm. The list is going to my newsletter list. It's going to one recipient, which is myself. Here's the subject line of the list. Just kind of go through all of this. It's important that you also proofread your newsletter actually before getting to this page. But once you confirm that everything is correct, you can schedule it for later, send it now. You can even preview it in a pop-up or send yourself a test email. I usually send myself a test email, and then I will read it again on my iPhone, and I will also open it up on my laptop just to see how it looks on different devices. And once I'm happy with that, you just hit send. Okay, are you sure you want to do it? Let's do it. All right. High fives. Your campaign is in the send queue and will be landing in inboxes shortly. So that's all there is to it. We went from, starting a list, adding ourselves to the list, and then we created a newsletter with that nice drag and drop template and made sure all the information was correct, and then we sent it out. Easy peasy. All right, hope you enjoyed today's tip. I will come back later and show you how to connect MailChimp with your WordPress website in a future video, so stay tuned for that. Aloha, and have a great day.